Well, I'm going to talk about our police aid program that we started back in 2024. Again, we had conversations in our community and in our department and with the city manager on how we could support the youth in Stockton, how we could create opportunities for the youth in Stockton. And we came up with the police aid program. It is a paid program for those that are between the ages of 16 and 25. And what we do is it gives them an inside look behind our door. And what I mean by that is we are a police department, but we do more than just policing. We also have the animal shelter. We have code enforcement. We have a lot of opportunities in our department that we want them to find a home somewhere. So every police aide we onboard, we rotate them every 4 months to a new assignment. One quarter they may be at the animal shelter walking our four-legged community members. The next quarter they may be working with our evidence technicians, learning how to preserve evidence. Another quarter they could be up in our homicide unit looking through cold case files. We have just so many opportunities throughout the department for them to find where they fit in. We have some of these police aides that have wanted to become officers have shifted to say, you know, I think I want to be a dispatcher, and we have one of them in the selection process for that. We recently hired one to be a police officer that came on. You know, we've hired them to be CSOs. So they're finding where they fit in, what they like to do. Some of them thought they knew what they wanted to do, but as we rotate them in different assignments, they really have said, you know what, I thought I wanted to be this, but this is what I want to be. You know, I really care about animals and I want to be with animals. That's the type of career I want, and we support that. So it can't be working any better than how we expected it to work. It's spreading like fire. We currently have 14 police aides, and right now we're interviewing where we have over 100 candidates for the position. So these police aides are spreading the word. Our community members are spreading the word that to give the Stockton Police Department a chance to learn many things, regardless of their major. You know, some of our police aides are college students that are finance majors or social science majors, all over the board, but there's a place in this department where it's in line with what they're passionate about. You know, my message to all the youth out there is to give us a chance. We have a job for which you will be paid for to learn about the police department, for you to perform a public service a way that you want to. Not necessarily as a police officer, but it could be an animal control officer. If not an animal control officer, you can be a code enforcement officer. If you don't want to be a code enforcement officer, you could be a dispatcher. If you don't want to do dispatch, you can work in our records unit. There's so many options. Come learn more about us. Please go on our website where we talk about the police aid program and how you can apply. But absolutely, we would love to see you put in for it.
Hello, my name is Haley Townley. I am a police aide here with Stockton Police Department. I have been employed here since October of 2024. Since being here, I have been in 6 different sections. It started off with being in recruiting. After that, I went to Chiefs Relations. After Chiefs Relations, I was assigned to SIS, which is the Special Investigations. And then after that, I was assigned back to recruiting, and now I am assigned to the Sierra Vista substation. My goal here, it was to become a police officer, and starting June 1st, I will become a police officer. Some benefits as being a police aide: this is a paid position. They work very well alongside your school. If you are in college or you are getting your extra or have any extracurriculars outside of this job, they work very well with your schedule. While being here, I learned there are so many different sections and not just a patrol officer or there's administration positions, office positions, animal shelter. There's an outlook and a place for everybody here within this department. And ultimately, if you don't want to be an officer, this position will give you an outlook within the department to figure out where you want to stay ultimately.
So my backstory actually starts with my family. My dad started at San Jose Police Department, and he used to take me on tours throughout the department. He used to let me go to the homicide unit, and homicide's always been my biggest interest, so going there definitely inspired me to want to be in law enforcement. At the time, I may not have known to be a police officer, but I definitely knew I wanted to be in law enforcement. So it started out with him, and we slowly actually started to transfer to Stockton PD together to where we both work here now. I think I actually found the Police Aide program on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken. I had actually first applied to be Police Aide 1, and at the time I was rejected, but it actually gave my father a great opportunity because at the time our captain had pitched me that position for my dad. And that's how he was able to transfer from San Jose PD to Stockton PD, which later gave me the opportunity again to come back and apply as a Police Aide 2, and now I'm here with Stockton PD as Police Aide 2. I started out in recruiting. That's kind of where I like to say that's our little hub. It's where we train, it's where we learn how to be a police aide before they essentially let us out the nest and go out to different units. Right now I'm in my first rotation of the chief's office, so I get to work alongside the chief and his team with their PIOs, with their engagement and relations and all sorts of things, and I make connections with our community to try and be that bridge between essentially our community and the department. I would love to finish out my degree at Stanislaus in Criminal Justice Forensic Science. I hope to be in the academy by 21, 22, hopefully, and be able to become a police officer and later on join our detectives unit and hopefully be in homicide specifically. That's something I've always been interested in. How many 19-year-olds can you say have a relationship with a captain or a deputy chief or even the chief of police for the city that you live in, you know? Being a police aide doesn't just mean that you're gonna be a police officer. Some people don't wanna carry guns. Some people don't wanna be out on the streets like that, but they love law enforcement anyways. So being a police aide can actually teach you about FET, because you get to go to our evidence technicians unit and you get to work alongside with them and you actually get to do ride-alongs with them. You can even go do sit-alongs with dispatch. Maybe you want to be a dispatcher and you love to be up there listening to the calls and dispatching them out to our officers. You could even be in records. You could be a record specialist, learn all about the behind the scenes and the computers and the reports and things like that. So there's many different areas you can go. You don't have to necessarily just be a police officer. There's so many different other things that you can do, whether you want to be on the streets fighting crime or be in an office doing your paperwork and your desk stuff and things like that, but they're still quite important as well. I'm very grateful to be a police aide too. It is one of the best experiences I could say I've ever had, especially to get paid to do something you love at the age that we, or most of us are. Being 19, be able to say you get paid to work alongside such important and strong people at the police department, it's a great thing. People ask me all the time, do you love your job? I love my job.
I am a police aide too, Zion Pitts. I was at Stockton Police Department National Night Out event when I got recruited by an SPD employee. I told her my interest in law enforcement and my goals and that I want to go on a ride along. And she contacted me later on, sent me the link to a job and encouraged me to apply for the Police Aide 2 position. When I read the description of the position, I was super excited because it was a perfect opportunity for me to get my foot in the door and as well to learn the inside of how the department operates. So far, I'm in a recruiting department and my experience with the Police Aide 2 position has been amazing so far. I've learned a lot along the way that I didn't realize that I was going to learn in the beginning. Some of the day-to-day things with the Police Aide 2 position in the recruiting department is making wagons, going to events, recruiting people, as well as making those connections with your community. We also answer phone calls and send out emails for people who have any questions about the position of any available position that's open on Stockton PD website. My end goal for Stockton Police Department is I want to become a police officer. And this position will definitely help me get there, get my foot in the door. I'm making all of these connections so far. My end goal is to be a police officer because I also want to serve my community as I'm doing right now, but I would like to continue that when I'm a police officer. This position is a great position to start at because it teaches you a lot about professionalism, your manners, a positive growth mindset within the department, and you're also learning and talking with officers along the way. So if you do want to do something in the law enforcement field or all these jobs that's open, dispatch, animal services, anything like that, this position is great for you. I went on my first ride-along here about a month ago. We did 7 calls. It was pretty amazing. It was my first time actually being on a ride-along, and I got to learn a lot about how to use the computers inside the vehicles, as well as what districts are they handling as well. It was kind of sad at the same time seeing what happens on those calls and people needing help a little bit. They're a little bit desperate for help as well, and you being there to ease their calm and ease their nerves. You know, it was a little bit amazing to see how the officers took control and helped them through that situation.